So Kendrick himself has finally spoken. It's been a while since the rap civil war started, and we're at the endgame territory as of now. And the block is hot. It's getting real grimy. We got kid touching, wife suplexing, and secret children. It's basically anything you could find on an episode of Vice. We had Drake and Kendrick basically having a gun duel, just taking non-stop shots back and forth. With this is dropping daily, some even dropping an hour later. Like bro must just be sitting in a dark studio full beer just writing diss tracks on the walls and whispering Drake insults to himself. The internet is basically in a frenzy as Drake stans and Kendrick stans battle it out. Seems the internet is giving a W to Kendrick, but I'll do it. I'll be the hater who stands up and says, I think that's some bullshit. I see all these YouTubers riding Kendrick's dick, but we're not on that type of timing on the Subnauta channel. Nah, I ain't taking a side for views. There's a couple ways Kendrick is playing the game smart to keep an upper hand on Drake, and one of those methods is building off hate. The internet loves to hate someone and are always fast to jump on a celebrity when they're down. It's like they smell the blood in the water. They wake up and they just choose hate. And when it's someone who's at the level of Drake, they would love to take him down a couple of notches. Even rappers are jumping on the train. They're after this man like assassins were after John Wick. And let's be real, the internet is a bunch of followers. Literally. People see someone catching hate and they're like, yeah, let me get some of that. And I think Kendrick is capitalizing off this behavior, along with building narratives that feed Drake's haters that then in turn influence the followers who can't think for themselves. Like Kendrick's team has to be putting in work on social media pushing these agendas and slander. Kendrick also has the he can't do wrong effect. It's the weirdest thing to be honest, because I always felt like Kendrick was a good rapper, but I never understood the amount of hype he gets, to be honest. People talk about this man like he's a god, and it creates this false prophet effect where people hype this man up to be something bigger than he is. And he, of course, takes advantage of this. And the same thing is happening now in this beef. Every narrative needs a hero and a villain, and Kendrick's style and music and image placed him at an advantage. He represents talent and spreading a message, while Drake represents corporate manipulation, and he's like an algorithm that he could spit out whatever is trending and adapt to what he thinks people want to hear to get ahead. It gives Kendrick an authentic narrative and Drake a narrative that's not genuine, and you can hear Kendrick pushing this in his music. Where Kendrick's diss is hard, I wouldn't say there were anything crazy to be honest. The Euphoria track was good and I enjoyed it, but the standout track was Meet the Grams. I think that was the track that Kendrick really impressed me. That joint is hard. Everything else he dropped was not bad in any means, but it was just kind of okay. But everyone online is breaking it down bar for bar, like bro saying some mind-bending, life-changing shit, like this man's bars are curing cancer and feeding the homeless. When it's all really just surface level shit, stuff that everyone already knew or was just fabricated allegations. I think people are just starstruck by the hype. Like, I feel like there hasn't been much going on in the game lately, so people see beef and they're going crazy about it, making it bigger than it is. It's kind of like a fight. When you see a fight, everybody's hyping it up how crazy it was. But when you watch back the video, it really wasn't all that. And not to get too deep into this aspect, but I hate when rappers bring race into things. Like the fact that Kendrick is shitting on Drake for his blackness is corny as hell to me. I just hate seeing black people try to test another black man's blackness, mixed or not. Like you don't see white people checking other white people for how white they are. Just another way we've been bringing each other down. But anyways, on Drake's side, it's not like everything he said about Kendrick was true either. But I'll give it to Drake. If he wasn't lying about the baiting thing with the kid, right there, like bro was 6 episodes ahead with that display of pettiness. These niggas are on Death Note levels of plotting on each other.
This wasn't just about gauging my deductive reasoning skills. He wanted to see what my reaction would be. If I keep falling for his tricks, I'll be playing right into his hands.
But they both just making shit up now to make it sound juicier. I think it kind of waters down the level of the disses. Like, to be honest, when it comes to opinions on who's winning this beef, I'm hardly counting the allegations because this is rap. This shit is WWE. It's a show. We don't know what's really going on, but you have these people on the internet running with whatever Drake and Kendrick are saying as if they're facts. When in reality, we don't know shit. So I think it comes down to bars and how much I actually enjoy listening to the songs. And let's be real, the Drake disses are way more catchy than Kendrick's disses, and in my opinion, he had more quotable and clever comebacks. Kendrick's deliveries were kind of all over the place. Like I get wanting to be creative, but I would have way preferred him to just rap direct without the weird inflections in his voice and just straight up attack this man like he did on Meet the Grams. Drake's diss tracks were way more direct and to the point. None of this extra fluff shit Kendrick was doing. The beats were hard and the deliveries on the metaphors were damn near perfect on Drake's tracks. Not to say Kendrick's weren't on par too. The fact that people are acting like Kendrick killed Drake and completely dismantled him is just outrageous. Both had bars, both had pretty low blowing claims, and both were dropping with fast responses. I would respect the person saying it's very close, but they give it to Kendrick over Drake, rather than some idiot saying he completely murdered him and it was never even a competition. Like, what? That Not Like Us joint ain't even it, bro. Like, I never want to hear that shit again in my life, to be honest. But hey, I guess that's the beauty of music. It's subjective, and there will always be an opinion. And this beef will definitely go down as one of the best in history, but I just can't stand the Drake slander. And this internet hive thinking mentality is just dumb. Think for yourself, scrub.